Salam Reformasi. I'm very pleased to be here this evening for this Tanglong celebration, an important festival for our Chinese community, not just in Malaysia, I'm sure in other parts of the world, also known as the Mid-Autumn Festival. For those of us who got involved in politics after 1998, the Tanglong Festival has also a special meaning for us. Some of you will be wondering why. What is the connection between Tanglong and Reformasi, which started in 1998? But some of you will know that the mooncake tradition in China is also associated with something political, in the way the mooncake became the bearer of important messages which were hidden in the mooncake, and which was used to spread important messages to the citizens, and the message of standing up for your rights. And I remember from 98 onwards, we would make it a point every year to be part of the Tanglong Festival and to remind people about the importance of spreading the message to each other. And sometimes when it wasn't possible to do it openly, to do it quietly, even through the mooncake where necessary. And it was a tradition for us in Parti Keadilan to do this every year, to the point that once a year the party would produce its own mooncake, the Reformasi mooncake, and distribute it. So for me, being here with you for Pesta Tanglong Bukit Lanjan is part of that tradition for us, which we started in Keadilan with the Reformasi movement in 98. It's also to remind us that our struggle for justice in this country is still not over. The struggle for justice will still go on as long as laws like the ISA, draconian oppressive laws like the ISA, are still used in our country. The struggle for justice will still go on as long as people like Raja Petra, who have spoken out for us on our behalf, are now sitting in some dark, lonely cell, which we don't know where it is and how he is. So this is where it's important to remind ourselves, whilst we celebrate our long traditions like we do tonight, that our struggle for justice is still not over. It'll only be over, or an important part of it will be over, when one day we will free all ISA detainees and we will repeal the ISA. And that day, justice will return to Malaysia. I think our long journey for democracy in this country is coming to an end. We can see it coming. Not too long more. The time frame for change is now, I think, reduced from years to months. Now it might even be weeks or days. This is a change that a lot of us have been working for and waiting for years. So that this country, this great country, which has the greatest cultural wealth of any nation in the world. No nation in the world is like Malaysia, believe me. It's a small country. 25 million people is not a large number, but in this little place, with Semenanjung, Malaysia, and Sabah and Sarawak, we have the greatest cultural wealth of any nation in the world. If that is the one thing Malaysia boleh, this is definitely Malaysia boleh, our cultural wealth. And what are the components of this cultural wealth? One is tonight, where the Chinese community of Malaysia celebrates one of its important festivals, the Mid-Autumn Festival, the Tanglong Festival. We also have the benefit of having a large Muslim majority population with the whole tradition of Islam and the Middle East. We have that part as part of our cultural heritage. We have the Indian heritage as well. One of the oldest civilizations in the world, like the Chinese civilization, we have that wealth. Plus, because of our British colonial masters, we also have with us the Western traditions. That is why I say, ladies and gentlemen, we are fortunate to be in this country. This mixture, this rich heritage, no country has. That you have all this together in one place, and where all of us can appreciate this at first hand. Not just the food. Of course, we know we all like food, and we are, as Malaysians, we know we like good food anytime. The greatest thing about this country is you can go and have great food from all the different great cultures of the world in one place. That's what we do. But not just food. It's about the ideas, the history, and so on. And I go back to what our struggle was for. That this is what we have worked for years. That we take this great cultural wealth that we have, and we have also a great people. Not just this great mixture, but a people who are hardworking, talented. Plus, we are fortunate in this country to have great natural wealth. And this combination speaks of great potential. Unfortunately, for the last few decades, much of that potential has been lost. This is the problem of the past, where we were ruled by authoritarian policies. Corruption has sapped much of our wealth and of our energy, and our competitiveness as a nation has been also severely been affected. This is the change we want to bring. This is the change we all have been working for together. But as I said earlier, there is now light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm very confident that we will be seeing changes to come, big changes to come, where we will finally see democracy in this country, a real functioning democracy. We will see that. Where citizens can speak, where the Raja Petras can write and don't have to go to jail under the ISA for that. This is what we will see, and it is coming, and coming soon. We want a country with a free media, where our newspapers can write the truth without having to worry about being arrested or put in court or having a police report filed against you. We want to make sure there's no more laws like the Sedition Act and the Official Secrets Act, so that the administration of this country is fully transparent and citizens like us will know what is going on. This is what we want. This is what we will have. This change is coming. And I just want to stand here and remind all of us tonight that we must keep up the pressure, keep up the struggle. So today it is also meaningful that part of our program tonight is to remind us, Ms. Tan, the journalist, was released. Thank God for that. Teresa was released. Thank God for that. And to keep up the pressure so that not just Raja Petra is also released, but all the ISA detainees are also released, and we free this country from the ISA soon. This is what we should work for. Ladies and gentlemen, again I want to say thank you for the invitation to be here with you this evening, and I look forward to coming back next year And I think we will be in a completely different environment when we do the same festival next year. Thank you very much. Good night again.